Fundamental channels to transfer process. We find no room for there to be two price for the dollar. Realize that's Article 8 compliance with the IMF. They don't want multi-currency practices. You got to read these articles, and you have to paint a picture. It's not easy to see. It's really not, but you know what? We can, and we're seeing it. Although things appear to be on a downward slope, the truth is that things are looking up in a big way for Vietnam. Vietnam pictorial article. Foreign investors flock to invest in southern provinces and cities. Over 40 German enterprises recently explored investment opportunities. Investors from South Korea, Japan and India have also visited, leading to plans for major projects. I have been banking with JPM Chase and IQD for many years now. My JPM Chase bank has acknowledged that they are aware of the Iraq currency revaluation someday, but have no timeline, as has IQD. I can't imagine any bank employee trying to run business away, even potential, someday business. Iraq is preparing to vote on a number of very key laws, tomorrow at 1 p.m. their time. New budget tables going to Parliament on Sunday or Monday so they can settle the HCL. Things are looking good. Question: are those that are in control of the monetary reform waiting for Donald Trump to become the president? Iraq is waiting for Donald Trump. Iraq simply wants peace. They simply want security and stability for their reforms. Trump will protect the American dollar, and in doing so Iraq's exchange rate is going to explode in the float and in the process. Al-Sudani: we have contact with Trump's team and they want to develop relations with us. Quote, Iraq's relations with the United States are institutional according to the Strategic Framework Agreement. Al-Sudani said in an interview with the Spanish newspaper El Mundo, we have communication with Trump's team and they want to develop relations with us. These guys are in a stage of getting ramped up for production for the construction and reconstruction efforts of the country like they've never seen in modern history. The new era is coming upon Iraq. Let's hope they have a previous era takeoff in a real effective exchange rate to help boost the private sector and industrial capacities that they have going. Our rate should be better at the redemption center, dinar and dong, and I know they're gonna be a lot better on dinar, especially because we know there's a contract rate on dinar that will be offered to us that is extremely high. Okay, not at the bank, but at the redemption centers. Just so you know. I really thought we might be across the finish line before Thanksgiving. Comment: Sudani wanted the monetary reform done by Victory Day on December 10th. Marks: yes, all my contacts are saying between now and December 10th. Foreign transfers for trade purposes are proceeding smoothly after the implementation of the new system they have in place. The central bank will launch a new mechanism for travel or treatment transfers next year. There are agreements with 4 companies to launch a new mechanism. They are going to have things changing through the future. Doesn't mean we're waiting until next year, just means they're going to have changes, and because of maybe a major change, they're going to have a need for it even more. Member of the Parliamentary Finance Committee, Mustafa Al-Karawi, revealed today, Saturday, the existence of legal and constitutional violations by the government in sending the budget law to the House of Representatives. Al-Karawi said in a statement to Al-Maluma Agency, Article 77, Paragraph 2 of the Federal Triennial Budget Law indicated that the government must send the budget tables before the end of the fiscal year, indicating that the government sent only one amendment to the text of the budget, which is the text of Article 12 related to the costs of extracting oil in the region. He added, not sending the schedules on time is considered a legal and constitutional violation, and if the government proceeds with amendments to the articles, there are many articles that need to be amended, and to be fair to many groups, adding, we recorded all of these observations in the session last Tuesday during the first reading of the amendment to the budget law. He said, his committee is working on re-amending the budget law and sending it to the government to work on general amendments to the law to be fair to all segments of society and address the problems in the previous budget. It is noteworthy that the 2024 budget revenues amounted to 144 trillion and 336 billion dinars, while expenditures amounted to 210 trillion and 936 billion dinars, with the deficit amounting to 63 trillion and 599 billion dinars. The proposed law to cancel Jordan's privileges in Iraq is making its way to legislation. Since the beginning of October, a number of representatives have been working to legislate this law in Parliament to be binding on the government. This is due to Jordan's position on the ongoing war in the region, facilitating support for the Zionist entity, and repelling Iranian strikes against the entity. Hadi al-Salami, a member of the Integrity Committee, said in an interview with Al Sumaria TV that the Parliament presidency referred the law to cancel privileges with Jordan to the Foreign Relations Committee, and the Legal Committee to consult the opinions of the two committees.